Good afternoon. It is... Good morning. It is Tuesday morning. Still morning. It's been one of them days. Typically, I've just put a load of washing out at home and it is raining. So, yeah, great weather. It was supposed to be sunny all day. I wasn't in this morning, earlier this morning, obviously still this morning now. I had to just go take a bunch of school kids, including my youngest, to a location. So, drop them off and then just been back and, like I said, just put some washing out. Great weather. Today I've got 2 pallets of posts to take out somewhere just out of Kirkmichael. So I'm just waiting for the telehandler to be available so I can load the second set and get this set into a better position, because I tried to load this over the headboard, but because the drawbar on this trailer is so long, I couldn't get close enough, even on full extension, to put it down. So I'm going to try and get that a bit further back, put another one here, and then at the other end I've got to handball them off as well. So that might take a little bit of time. So other than that, today as always, I've been hoping to get out there. I did do a little bit of planting last night in the polytunnel, so if I get a chance I will go back and show you that. I did mean to show you it before I came down here, and then I arrived here and realised I hadn't done it. So yes, I've put some radicchio in and some purple sprouting broccoli, which are going to go into the little plants, and now in a week I will do that again. I've got some more stuff to start planting in the lettuces. I've got some stuff to actually plant in the polytunnel, because I've started to really harvest the lettuces and the chard out of there, so there's starting to be some gaps. I do need to get on top of the weeds, so I'll get on that. But I'm now going to go see if I can find a telehandler, and then I can get these loaded and I can get off, get this done. See you in a bit. So, just been out dropping some posts off. You can see them up there. Ended up dragging them off with a chain off the trailer, so I didn't actually have to split the bundles. But check this out for close parking. So I've just pulled up to the gate. Look at that. I don't think I could have got closer than that if I tried. To be honest, I was a little bit close and I thought, ooh, I wonder if it's going to open. That's like 2 millimeters. So yeah, proud of that. Right, heading back with the trailer now, and yeah, see what's on this afternoon. So, see you in a bit. How are you doing? So it's still Tuesday, just out doing a little bit of harvesting, as you've just seen. So these are the parsnips, which are looking, rather nice. You know, nice big roots. They're still really sweet, which is really good. I'm just harvesting up for the veg box that I do. So I've got that little bunch of beauties. So I'll take the tops off, I'll give them a little bit of a wash, and then we'll get them into the basket. I haven't given too much of a wash because they're all looking okay. That'll all dry off. Now let me just try and angle this back a bit because I stood too close to it. There we go, that's better. Don't have to slouch. Doing bits and pieces of harvesting. I will be going and getting some stuff out of the polytunnel as well. I've got another little mini polytunnel to put up down at the bottom, so I'll show you that when I do it. Literally where the chain harrow is, about 10 foot this way is the end of the rows, and that is where we're at on the parsnips now. There is 5 rows here. Now some of them are coming up not very nice. So let me find one. So it's like we're getting ones like that. You know, they're no good. Absolutely, you won't want it. Don't look very nice. Probably tastes just as good, but they're not very good. So I don't know why they've done that. It might be that the ground was a little bit too rich, or we're missing some trace elements as well. So I need to do a little bit of research on that before I put the parsnips in for this year, which is going to be happening soon. As soon as we can get that area cultivated, we will have to be getting them in, because parsnips go in pretty early, to be honest. And I do need to get the carrots in as well. Obviously we did have the carrots running up next to here as well. They're long gone now. There might be a few which were just little ones which I missed or something. So before we kind of cultivate anything, I'll go along and I'll check the row. You know, we might get some bits and pieces which have been nice. Little area turnips here next to us. They're kind of not really doing too much now. And as I said, the person who was going to take them has done a bit of research, and they're not as good for pregnant ewes, so I don't think they're actually bothering, which is okay, because it saves me having to harvest. And literally all I was doing was I was just going along with the telehandler, grabbing anything and chucking it into a bag, which is really easy. You know, it doesn't take long to fill up a ton sack, like a builder's sack, that kind of idea. But yeah, kind of don't have to worry about doing it if they don't want them. So I am contemplating putting some fodder in anyway this year, which will allow me to grow some stuff specifically for feed, particularly for providing up to Little Meadow Farm with Tamsin up there as well. Yeah, so I'm going to head that way, find some more veggies. I'll take you with me with the tripod so I can show you a bit more stuff. The weather's a bit nicer now. It's stopped raining, so my washing might be drying. And yeah, with it not being too windy or anything, the tripod's all right. So see you in a minute over there. So, hey, that works all right. Holding the tripod. Yeah, right. Things are really starting to get going down here. So you can now see the line of beetroot that I put in. Now they went in really late, within season. They're now kind of getting so you can see them. There's some chard, all sorts of bits and pieces just going along here. Let me get a better view for you. It's going to be difficult with the tripod. Let's see if I can do it. So there we go. So this is a bit of ruby chard here. It's had a little bit of a nibble. That's probably his resident hare, which really, unfortunately, I think might have been run over, because there was a carcass of one just up on the road down there. Now, let's get this back. Right, the cabbages are coming back and they're hearting up just there. So they're just producing little hearts, which is really nice. Spring kind of cabbage style. So they're starting to go out. Again, they did get a little bit of a munching from the pigeons that were down here, which, well, as you can see here, there was quite a few holes, but the heads are now coming up from that. The curly kale, in fact, I'm going to harvest some of that curly kale here. That's looking really good. Now I am going to be putting full rows of the curly kale, the purple kale, all that in when we do that area, because obviously that's where the veggies are going to be going. Most of this area here is empty now. There's just the odd few bits and pieces. So that row is beetroot. And then I think that one had spinach in it just next to it. This is the chard, and the chard's doing really well. So kind of doing that cut and come again. A few bits of black kale there, and then obviously this is the lettuce. Now here is, just try and set up the tripod. You see that? Yeah. So here is the polytunnel that I set up, which I'm just giving a little bit of protection to these lettuces here. So these are the Four Season, which is a hearting variety, but with a bit of colour to them. So I'm just going to see how the difference between these ones and then ones goes. Obviously with these with the polytunnel on it, they should get a little bit more heat. They should have a bit more of a jump start. Sorry, we shouldn't trouble too much with moisture out here, because as you can see there's quite a lot of moisture in the ground, and that will be coming in. The polytunnel being only this size isn't going to make too much difference on that. So it's just a case of seeing how it goes. Now I do have another polytunnel which I'm going to put over a section probably of that next row and just see. Unfortunately, I did drive through this way the other day, which was really silly because I got stuck nearly and it did splash the lettuces with muddy water. So this road is off limits now. I'm probably just going to do a rundown with the power harrow, just flatten it, and then we'll roll it, and then it can be made again, because those ruts are probably about a year deep and they're just getting a bit too deep for the pickup. So I'll put this back here. Now, this isn't anything special. This is as cheap as it comes. This was a B&Q gift voucher that I needed to be used up. Get you back up here. So that was a really cheap polytunnel. And let me just squeeze that together. So yeah, kind of going to be just seeing how it goes. Like I say, I've got one more, so I'll put that in. Obviously here is where it was ploughed the other week. There's still a little bit of green growth. The parsnips are all coming back, so they're just going to take a little bit of beating down, I think. I'm pretty sure I am going to power harrow this now. It's not too bad underfoot. There is quite a bit of moisture in it still. Whether it's not tall enough to do that. Whether the power harrow will chew it up or the tractor will get stuck or sink, I don't know. We've got two ducks down there. That's how wet the field is. But the ditches and everything are doing the job. We're just in pretty heavy ground here, so hence it holds water like this. But as you can see, the ditch all the way down there, long way down, is running really well. And it runs that way, which is really funny because the river's that way, but it goes that way out and all the way over there. Sirens. I don't think they're after me. And then it comes back into the river about half a mile downstream to a mile downstream. So yeah, we're kind of getting there. Really happy. Things are starting to grow. The lettuces that are in, the ones which are designed to overwinter and be ready now, are looking a lot better. Some of the red ones have bolted, so I will cut them off because I don't want anything going to seed. But the like the Lollo Rosso style, they're now really looking fantastic colours. So they're coming together really nicely. I've just got a little bit of veggies to go grab from mine to finish off this box out of the polytunnel, and I'll get some of this curly kale that's down here and chuck that in. Yeah, get in there. Just needed to dry up a bit. So it's not meant to rain for the rest of this week, so hopefully that'll allow us to get onto the ground. I might see if I can do something over the weekend. It's got a pretty busy week. I'm out tomorrow gardening, and I'm hopefully going to go back to the place which I haven't been to since before Christmas. Sorry, I've got hiccups. So yeah, give that a kind of a visit and just see what it's like. We planted some wildflower seed there towards the back end. I think it was October, so it'd be nice to see if there's anything happening with that. I do need to check on my wildflower area. I did try to get the mower to it the other day, but I got stuck, so I couldn't get to it, just to kind of mow it off. So I'll have a check on that at some point as well. So yeah, it's starting to get lighter, definitely warmer. I think it's about 8-9 degrees today. So things should really start growing. Going to need to sort out my water tank. I have got permission to connect into the pipe, so if I do that I can then try and make this trommel idea for washing the veggies, so I can actually easily wash veggies, because at the moment it's not very easy and it kind of makes a bit of a mess. I'm kind of happy with how things are going. I am feeling good about this. A couple of months back I wasn't. A couple of weeks back I wasn't. And obviously I've not got onto the ground yet. Where the pumpkins are going is still crop residue. So yeah, a lot of work to do. Weather needs to be on our side, and might have to draft in the family as well. Get them down here giving us a hand, getting bits and pieces planted, seeds in, ridges in. I'm sure that my wife would jump at the opportunity to drive the tractor. Who wouldn't? Right, see you later, take care. So, it is Wednesday afternoon, and I've decided, as you can see on the back, I'm going to plough this area. Just had a chat with the farmer and to discuss whether the discs would be better or the plough, and he said he's always believed that ploughing's the best and works well, so good cultivation. I do know the theory behind regenerative agriculture. Unfortunately, I don't have the equipment, because I am just borrowing equipment. It's not something that I've got. So to try and go full regenerative style using the direct drilling and maintenance of the soil structure is not something I can easily do. It is something I want to do and to get into, but the cost of doing something like that, you know, even to buy this plough would be thousands of pounds, and it's just money I don't have, let alone the tractor. You know, there's 70 grand's worth of tractor, if not more, sat underneath me right now. So yeah, it's quite expensive, so at which point I'm going to go with the conventional style. So I'm going to start doing this. I'm going to set up the GoPro on the plough to try and get some good footage, and we'll just see how it goes. So I'm probably not going to talk to you for a minute because I just need to make sure that this thing's going, but you'll see the start of it. I can't get the camera to show everything which is going on down here, but there's not an awful lot to do. I've got the height set, that's all preset, and I've just got it on a, there we go, look, it's up. Oh, I messed it up now. That's the down. So I've just got it on buttons there, up. So that's for my turns. I have limited the height that it can go to a bit, so I don't want it lifting too high. I'm currently sat a bit down at the back end anyway, so it is a bit low. So I'm going to start moving. I'm going to get this in the ground, and I'm going to work it out from there. I've got diff lock in, I've got four-wheel drive in, because I'm pulling in a straight line. Hopefully a straight line. Now, for any of you which have seen so this is what you need to do. This is why there's a little bit of faffing to it. I just need to shorten my top link. So I'm going to stop the video because you won't see me doing that anymore. Right, so that's it going. When I was saying about shortening the top link, what that is lifting the back of the plough. So the back of the plough was cutting in deeper than the front of the plough, because obviously there's 6 furrows. So what I had to do was bring the front of the plough down by shortening the top link, because it's a 3-point linkage, so 2 links to the bottom, 1 link at the top. Now one at the top changes the angle. Now some tractors have got a hydraulic top link, this one doesn't. This one has just got a manual top link, so I had to go out and wind it, which involves a fair bit of effort, but it's done. It's ploughing nice, and it's actually a relatively straight line for now. They never stay very straight with me. They do ploughing competitions, which I'm too scared to go into because I can't plough straight for the life of me. But that's ploughing really nicely. What I'll do is I'll go back up, and then on the return I'll put a camera on the plough and you can see what it's doing. Getting towards the end of falling in. No, not saved it. Just getting towards the end of what I can do today. I am running out of time. I've still got a lot more to do next to us, but I'm almost up to that top boundary. I'm going to do one more pass down that side past the tree for now. I might do another one later, although I should really get sorted. It's time to go to school. It's so addictive, is this. I have got a really hard bit just up in front, which is causing a few issues. So when I get to it, I'm going to have to slow right down, because as I go over a bump, it's lifting the plough out of the ground. Because this plough is quite long and it's pretty tightly in as well. Quite often the top link is on a slider, so it'll allow it to follow the ground a bit, but this one doesn't have that. So at which point my top link is lifting the plough out of the ground. So I'm just going to slow right down all the way to gear 5. So I'm doing a grand total of 2 miles an hour now. Ploughing is a slow process. Hopefully I'll set it to cut deep. Yeah, there we go, that's staying in. So when I say I'm setting it to cut deep, I've just adjusted what's called the draft control. Now the draft control is what controls how deep in the ground the plough goes, which is done by the pull on the linkage arms. It's now a bit too deep, so I need to shallow that back up again. Just getting ready for the turn here. I've got time to do one more pass. Yeah. Right, there we go, plough's up. Ready on the turn. I need to go up through the gears because it's now a long way to the other end. So once I've hit that headland, what I will do is start again down. Because we're conventional ploughing, so we start and we work out, instead of working at one end and working across the field like a reversible plough will. I think I've probably got 2 more passes on this side, so obviously that's 2 more passes on the other side as well. I'm having a little bit of a kind of, it's putting a bit of a curve on it when I'm starting as well, so wrong way. So let's just get this sorted and drop that in there. So when the plough comes in, it's actually pulling itself towards the left. Just need to slow down for this area again, because this is the other end of that hard bit up there. Now this is also where the road comes in. You can see my pile of manure there behind us, and in a minute there's the track just over my shoulder. So that's where the track comes in, so it's really compacted here. I think there is actually some stone in there as well, so what I might do is not actually go any closer on there and just kind of come in a bit and just start doing shorter runs, because this area is going to be fantastic. Obviously the drive is just there, it's the concrete drive. I'm going to try and get some sunflowers in along this edge as well. Something to keep what I'm doing a little bit secret. So, be a bit deeper. It's ploughing nice though, is that really nice? Right, so tomorrow I will be back down on the farm. I don't know what I'm going to be doing. If I get a chance, I'll be back out and get this finished. And then on Friday, I've got gardens to do. So you might not see much of me on Friday, but I will try and get some videos on going tomorrow. So I'm going to get this run finished and the other one back up and get down to school before I get in trouble with my youngest. Yes, all coming together. See you in a bit. Friday morning, and I've just dragged the trailer around from in the barn. Just as I was about to get into the pickup, I spotted there was chicken sat in the corner with a lovely bunch of eggs. So she nearly had a trip down to Glen May. It's a good job I saw her. So I'm just going to get them cleaned out, and then I'm heading out to Glen May. I've got a little bit of a tree to do, so got some brash to bring back. So I better get that sorted and get on the road. Well, that's it. End of another week, and back in the polytunnel, back where I started. Yeah, just got some more lettuces planted down there. They're ones which have brought on, so they're going to be a nice little early crop coming on. The kale's still looking good. It looks a bit better without the weeds, doesn't it? So loads of the curly kale come in, a couple of the black kale in here, charred all the way along, and here is the radicchio. So the radicchio's gone in. So hopefully that's gonna kind of come up kind of nice, and then we can see what that's all about. Maple's come to help, always a joy. Thanks, mate. How you doing? Like I say, a couple of bits of chard going along the front here. Yeah, so still some chilies hanging around. I do need to empty them out. Don't worry, I'm not eating them. They're probably a little bit past it now. Nice and dry. Yeah, just going to give everything a water in here. A few little trays of bits and pieces planted here, which you saw earlier. So I'm going to get this video sorted out this evening, and then it's all done, because obviously just reached my activity goal. This weekend's busy with it being Mother's Day on Sunday, so obviously this video will be going out on Mother's Day, so happy Mother's Day to my mother. You know, it's absolutely fantastic. Thank you for everything you've done. Obviously you did an all right job. You made me. Sorry, that's a bit kind of like presumptuous, isn't it? So yeah, I'm all right. She's great. Yeah, so happy Mother's Day to all the mothers out there. Obviously my wife is a mother as well, so happy Mother's Day to her. And yeah, hope you all have a great day, and I'll see you soon. Thank you so much for the likes, subscribes and follows. It does make a difference. Maple, don't you dare. 115 now, so we're getting there. Some of the videos are going out to quite a few people as well. So, oi, Maple, out. Whilst the dog walks and everything, I'm going to disappear. Thank you so much. Take care. See you soon.